Mainly following the shape of my brow. I extended a little, otherwise they look too short. And we don't want that. I do go back over it to define it a little more. And basically doing the same on my other brow. And there is no need to rush. Just take your time on your brows, as long as you're not rushing to go somewhere. So now time for the blade. It's like a very fine marker. I use it to create hair-like strokes. I start from the front and work my way to the tail of my brow, using an upwards motion, okay? So we start from that bottom and go up, up, up using an upward motion. When I get to the tail, I sort of fill it in with a shape that I like, if that makes sense. I like them sort of sharp and pointy at the end. I go back through again to fill it in a little bit more. Then I use a spoolie to brush upwards just lightly. I'm just using the pencil to darken and define the tips. I'm very careful towards the front using a light hand, so I get a slightly gradient effect. Just take your time, as I stated before. If you mess up a little, you should be able to correct it with concealer. Just add in a few more hairs in the front because I have very few right there. And sorry, loves, lost the clip of me cleaning up my brows with my Morphe concealer in C4.15. I applied L'Oreal True Match powder in C7 Nut Brown to my lid and crease. Just wanted something visible but subtle. This is what I use to contour with most of the time. Just making sure it's blended out more. So now we are going to use this beautiful Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in Molten Gold. Just applying this to my brow bone. And you will see me come back and define it a little bit more in a while from now. For right now, I'm using a dry brush to apply this. I love Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, y'all. So using that, I'm not applying a moisturizer first because I want to try Colourpop's Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer today for the first time. I didn't want to use foundation today, so this definitely won't be full coverage. Just FYI. Just making sure I get this primer all over. And as you can see, I have a few blemishes caused by seasonal allergies. But here we go. Colourpop's Tinted Moisturizer comes in this cute little light pink box right here. The light is a little blinding, but hopefully y'all can see it. I have this hyaluronic acid tinted moisturizer in the shade Dark 20N for neutral. I didn't want to choose anything too warm because I have golden undertones. So that's what the tube looks like. You get a pretty generous amount. It's 1.45 ounces of product. The pump was not acting right at first, y'all. I decided to pump some on the brush and move on with life, child. I'm using my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush to pat this tinted moisturizer on. And as you can see, it isn't giving me full coverage, but it does have my skin looking nice. I'll admit I was a little nervous at first because tinted moisturizers have me looking like a grease monkey in 115-degree heat. But to my surprise, this formula dries down more matte than I've ever experienced with a tinted moisturizer before. I'm loving that it doesn't leave me looking super oily, although I will still need to apply setting powder to my concealer, plus my powder contour, blush, and highlighter, just because of the look that I'm trying to create today. But I will come back and do another vid specifically about the tinted moisturizer. I'm very happy with the shade that I selected though. It's not oxidizing and leaving me orange like the last brand I tried. Y'all, when I tell you I was looking cray, I was looking crazy. Gotta show our forehead some love too. I really like how pretty this looks. You can rock this on your face with nothing else on if you don't have a whole lot of blemishes and stuff. And I tend to have like some blemishes under, where the chin area is there, because that's usually if I get like a pimple or something, it would often come there and it will leave a blemish. And I know a long time ago I used to like pick at them in my sleep, and I don't get like a whole lot of breakouts, but allergies been off the chain. But time to make these tear ducts pop using that same Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. We are living life like it's golden today. And I'm using this brush because it's nice and small and it gets in the tear duct area really good. And I'm gonna use this same brush because it applies so well. I'm just going to keep using this brush for the tear ducts, and I'm going to also use it to go back over the brow bone. So as you can see, I sprayed my brush lightly. That was just water actually in that little bottle, and it made it pop. That's why I was like, oh, That's why I gave y'all that look. So yeah, hitting up that other brow bone. We showing off. We are showing off. I don't always make my brow bone stand out like that, but I really wanted to with this look because it's kind of plain Jane. So using that same L'Oreal True Match powder in C7 Nut Brown, I'm going to rock with a light powder contour only today. When I want it more defined, I use a cream and then set it with that. I love this contour brush. It's by e.l.f. as well. It enables me to draw a line and drag the product up to fan it out a bit. And there we have it, a subtle contour. Using this for my nose, but can't forget about that forehead. Going back over that contour a little bit on the cheek area. And then we also need to give our chin a little shape. Nothing, you know, too much, nothing too intense. Time for my e.l.f. blush in the shade Always Rosy. It's so pretty. I'm using my e.l.f. blush brush to apply this to the apples of my cheeks and drag it up into my contour, if that makes sense. Basically tapping that on, then brushing it lightly upward. Didn't want to look too rosy. But look how pretty that looks. Gives me just a little bit of color. I wasn't going to do this, but I've been up late all week and these eyes need help. Using this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in Caramel. I like this formula. So just putting this on, I'm patting it with a foundation brush. And then we'll go back and fix our cheeks once we set our contour, okay? I'm doing a glowy look and want a bright under eye today, so I'm going to be extra and also use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow makeup stick in 809 You're a Natural. So that gives me that extra brightness under the eye. Using that same foundation brush to pat that out. Put it on and then blend that out a little bit. I like to pat because it doesn't take away the product. And that's why I chose not to use a beauty blender or a makeup sponge for that. And like I said, I'm going to go back and fix my cheeks. If I would have thought that I was going to want a brighter under eye before, I would have done this first, obviously. Okay, now we're going to use this medium deep Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder to set this concealer. I'm just going to use a little wedge and apply that. Got to catch this nose real quick and set that too, y'all. Using the Instant Age Rewind Concealer by Maybelline again in Caramel for the nose. And we're going to set that real quick with the same Maybelline powder in medium deep. Yeah, y'all, so And I'm just applying also a little bit to my forehead and chin, even though I didn't, you know, highlight and all that with the cream, just to kind of bring it out a little bit. And you might be seeing some flashback on camera, but it won't look like that when I'm done, and it definitely doesn't look like that in person. Like me looking in the mirror, it definitely doesn't look like that. But once we blend everything out, I promise you it won't look like that. So I'm taking that same blush to repair that contour. And I'm going to actually use the blush everywhere that I already had a contour. And I'm not going to make it super, you know, rosy, like so, like on my forehead and all that. It won't look like super pink. I'm just kind of repairing what I already had there, so I'm going over it lightly. But you'll see, like, I won't look pink everywhere. So yeah, that's what we doing. And I'm just using this fluffy brush to make sure that everything blends and looks seamless. This brush is so soft. It's one of those bespoke brushes that I got with the set from Amazon. They're good brushes. I love it. But I'm going to be using that same highlighter for my cheeks and the bridge of my nose tip, my cupid's bow, my forehead, and my chin. Gotta make this face glow a little today. Y'all, and this highlighter is beautiful. I saw Dollface Lyric using it, and so I copped it. Your girl copped it, tried it, and have been in love with it ever since. So thank you, Dollface girl. Lyric is my boo. Love her. Y'all see that? It's like a beautiful glow. It's not too much, and I can define it if I wet the brush a little bit. And using my finger to like really pick up on some color. Want a little bit of that chrome effect. I'm being like super extra today, y'all. Not really, it's not like, you know, like extra glam, because, you know, I could go all out if I truly want to, but I just figured it'd be cute. This is what I was feeling today. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips first with this NK Brown Auto Lip Liner. I'm just starting out with that one. I'm going to use 3 liners because I want to gradually make it darker. So I started with that brown one. And then I'm going to follow that. I'm going to next use the NYX lip pencil in brown. Okay, so I'm going to go over that. And then we are going to be going over it again once more to darken it. And I'm going to darken that with NK, another NK lip pencil in Cocoa this time. This one's in Cocoa. Okay? And we cannot go wrong, y'all, with what we are going to apply on our lips today. It is a fave. I promise you, You will love me if you have not tried it. But we are going to use this NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune. I'm going to roll with these Rebeing Magnetic Lashes that I purchased on Amazon. So I have to use the magnetic eyeliner that comes with it. It smells like some type of baby powder or something though. Like a little chemical-y kind of, but like baby powder. But just kind of interesting for some eyeliner. But I'm doing a good length wing today to make it stand out without being overly dramatic. I'm not going to extend it out too much, but I want a wing that will really help bring this look out, just really make it stand out today, because the look is kind of simple. So we're going to add a little drama to the eye. We'll have a highlighted brow bone and a nice wing, okay? Hitting up that again. Got to get the inner eye a little bit more with that liner. I just go over it a few times to make sure that it's straight. So take your time when you're applying liquid eyeliner, especially with a brush. It can be very tricky. I've ruined looks because of messing up on the liner. But I'm using my eyelash applicator to line the little magnets up along the eyeliner. And that's what makes the magnetic lash stick on. And these are cute. They come with 3 different style lashes. And so these are the ones that I selected for this look today. But look how cute. Isn't that cute? Getting the other one. So going back over that tear duct with the Master Chrome again, I gently sprayed the brush to intensify the color payoff. Gotta have that chrome effect, honey. Like I said, this is very pretty. I love this highlighter. Gotta set all this goodness with some e.l.f. makeup mist and set. I'm gonna go in with this QIC waterproof eyeliner pen that I got from Amazon. Just creating some imaginary lashes, if you will. Minimizes the need for bottom lashes, basically. You see that? This little bottom lash, the little bottom lashes that I do have are super light and short. So I got this little skinny wand mascara from Amazon. It's Annabelle mascara in black. It catches all the little hairs that are barely visible. I love this mascara. Absolutely am in love with it. It makes my life so much easier. Sometimes I'll apply a couple lashes on the bottom, but like I said, it depends on the look. So that completes our little glowy look today, loves. Not bad to say we used a tinted moisturizer instead of foundation. But please heart the video, share and comment. See y'all soon. Mwah!